I'm going to pull in here to this grocery store right quick to pick up something before I get to the generator guy. And I saw this beast of a thing right here. What have you done, son? Dual Sports School and Adventure Tours. Man, that thing's awesome. It's awesome cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's a one-arm stretch. Hey everybody, Campervan Kevin here. How are y'all doing today? Me? I'm good. I'm good. Shut the door, keep the babies inside for just a minute. Well, it seems like it was just yesterday when I got the water heater tank welded. It's because it was yesterday. All right, so here's some problems that I've encountered with a Bigfoot. The water heater started leaking. Aluminum tank busted, cracked. Got it fixed, held overnight. Took me a nice long hot shower. All of at least 2 minutes. Last night. It's not leaking. So I want to call that a fix. Now my next project, the generator. Generator's been spitting and sputtering. So I have an appointment this morning in Flagstaff. I left Snowflake yesterday and come up to Flagstaff. It's like 200 miles. There's an Onan dealer here, Flag Generator and Tool. I'll say the name right before the end of the video. Called him up. He said, bring it on in. There's more to that story. But first, let me show you where I'm at, where I camped last night. Don't you know, Kevin, you never point the camera towards the sun? But it's just so pretty. I am in Cinder Hills. Why do they call it Cinder Hills? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because this whole place is covered in volcanic cinders. Somehow or another, these pine trees found a way to get rooted. A lot more trash here than I've ever seen. I've stayed here 3 or 4 times. 5 times. Come in yesterday, got leveled up. I was right here, and then I realized, dun, 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 that part's under a dead pine tree. Now, that pine tree might stand there another 100 years, or it might have fell on the Bigfoot RV last night. So I moved it back here. Tucker, you don't miss nothing. Since I didn't have Miss Gypsy to plug into, I used my little portable generator last night. Morning, Tuck. Morning, Dad. What you talking about? I'm telling them about our day and what we got going. We gonna get the tank welded again? No, Tucker. They did it right the first time. Morning, baby MaeMae. Hey, Dad. So it's a little PowerMate PM 2200i that a buddy of mine that worked at Walmart, one of his employees, he run the car maintenance shop at Walmart. Anyway, one of his employees bought it to power his rooftop AC on his RV. It wouldn't work. So anyway, it's like $600-700 generator. He brought it back to Walmart, and I was able to purchase it for $250. $250. Say it with me, Tuck. $250. That's right. So this furnace fan, whew, it eats up the power. Show you a little bit more of this place. It's just outside of town in Flagstaff. Have to go maybe about 4 or 5 miles out of town, then about a mile down a dirt road. This is Cinder Hills OHV Park, off-road vehicle park. You get motorcycles, side-by-sides, and the like. So Kevin, why did you drive 200 miles to get the generator fixed? Surely there are other people that work on them. Yeah. I'll tell you my experience. I'm not going to say the name. And since there's more than 2 or 3, I'll just go ahead and tell the story. I called a RV place in Sholo. It specializes in Onans. And talked to a guy, very, very kind, very personable. Told him my problem, had an Onan 4000 microlight spitting and sputtering. I said I need to get the carburetor cleaned out, rebuilt, thrown back on. Oh, we can't do that. Okay, I'll bite. Why can't you do that? Well, Onan, you can't get parts for the carburetors anymore. Onan doesn't make carburetors. Okay. He said, but I'll sell you a brand new one. All right. How much is a brand new one? I'll sell it to you for $485. And we get $120 an hour for shop rate. And I'll only charge you 2 hours to take the carburetor off and put it back on. I'm checking out my driver's license to see if I was born yesterday. Nope. 1969. There it is. 1969. He said, you think it needs a new plug, an air filter, and oil change? And I'm like, sure, why not? It's just money. He said, I'll do that for $200. I'll do that. I only charge you $200. I said, well, let me count my pennies and I'll call you back. So I've known about this guy up here in Flagstaff for a while. And I called him up. I told him the same thing. He said, yeah, come on up here. He said, we'll get to working on it and we'll rebuild the carburetor and do whatever needs doing. Just come on up, we'll take care of you. I was like, so I hear you can't get Onan carburetor parts, O-rings and gaskets and whatnot. He said, that's ridiculous. He said, Onan doesn't make carburetors. He said, all you got to do is go directly to the manufacturer and get all the parts you want. I said, so you got all the parts? He said, I got everything. Come on. I said, okay. Do I know how much he's going to charge me? No. Guarantee you it's going to be less than $1,000 that the other RV place wanted. I understand places got to make money. Takes a lot to keep the business doors open, pay your employees, all that. Insurance, workman's comp, I got it. But I don't want to pay for their yacht I don't want to pay for their yacht down on the Caribbean. I'm just saying. Now, I did see some knockoff carburetors, Chinese knockoff carburetors on eBay. It said it fit for $30. Had the elevation thing on them, setting. Had everything. I almost bought one, put it on myself. But I've got to go to Phoenix here shortly to have some tests and scans and stuff. And it's going to be hot down there. And I need that rooftop air conditioner. I'm pointing to it. I need it to work. I can't. I need it to work. I need it to work perfect. So I figured spend a little bit extra, support a local business and hopefully get it done right. I'm gonna throw a number out there. I'm gonna say he's gonna charge me $200. Just for what it's worth. My appointment's in an hour and a half, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my my AC cord up and get this thing ready to roll. Y'all want to go with me? Well, come on, let's go. Okay, got the levelers up, chair put up, cord put up. Let's get out of here.
They whitened that up with Pat Boone.
Daddy, I think they can see them mountains now.
Yeah, I see him. I see him. Beautiful. Another thing that guy told me at the RV shop that wanted to sell me $1,000 generator service, he said, you can't rebuild those carburetors. Most of them fail if you rebuild them anyway. Really? And people are going to be like, well, why don't you rebuild it yourself, Kevin? Well, you know what? I used to rebuild them on my motorcycle every now and then. I worked all my life. I worked hard all my life. I'm not ashamed to say it. I don't have to. I don't have to rebuild it myself. And whatever I do won't be near as good, probably, as what these guys can do. They'll tune this thing up like a Singer sewing machine. I'm going to pull in here to this grocery store right quick. To pick up something before I get to the generator guy. And I saw this beast of a thing right here. What have you done, son? Dual Sport School and Adventure Tours. Man, that thing's awesome. It's awesome cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Little Airstream. Maybe we'll park right here. What'd you put your turn signal on for, Kevin? I don't know, it's habit. What a rig. Adrenaline. Freightliner? Oh my goodness. I'd say he gets to go about wherever he wants to go. Out of Utah. Utah. Now that's something you don't see every day. Good, I don't see nobody in it. That's always kind of unnerving. Come on, light, adjust right. Adjust right. Look at the front of this beast. Iveco, Magaret. I'm gonna quit. Think he's got enough lights? What size are these tires? 395, 85, 20s. I'm glad we pulled in here, aren't you? Man, it's kind of tight coming in here. I thought you was going to hit something. It's kind of tight, all right. There it is, Flag Tool and Equipment Repair. I'm early. Why am I early? Because I hate being late. He's got the generators, don't he? Yeah, buddy. I think these People been doing this for over 30 years right here. He's going to come out and take a look at it. Your teeth were just a chattering, Tuck. Teeth were just a chattering. Sweet boy. Sweet boy. Ow. Tell you what, one thing I didn't expect, he told me to come up here and park beside the building, but just hold on and clear me out a spot. He said, where are you? I said, I'm parked over here next to the road. He brought his stool out here, pulled the carburetor off out in the parking lot. That's what I'm talking about. Took him just a minute. Took me a long time to finally admit this and learn this and admit this. Let people, how can I say it? Let people who know what they're doing do it. Like I used to turn a lot of wrenches on my engines and stuff, on my my vans and whatnot. Not a lot, just a little bit. But by the time you get the parts, get the wrong part 2 or 3 times and mess with it all day, bust your knuckles, throw half your tools out in the woods because you got mad about it, missed a day of work, it was just easier to pay the guy that knew what he was doing. That's not always an option, but when it is, I'm going to use it. Looks like he's hooking up a heater to load test generator. He says he's been doing this 20 years. He said it had a jet that was clogged. Said some stuff was out of adjustment. Nothing like having the right guy on it. Well, he says he got it. He says he's going to leave the load bank on it for a while to make sure that everything's running good. He said paperwork will be ready in a minute. Go in and pay. Sounds nice and smooth. All right, they got it done. Lickety split. You remember the basically $1,000 they wanted to charge me in Sholo? Told you all about it. Take a look at this. These are some honest, good folks. John is the name of the owner here. I think the guy that was working on it must have been his son. They changed the oil, they cleaned out the carburetor, they adjusted the valves, put in a new plug, load tested it, on and on and on. Wasn't $1,000, $159. That's what I'm talking about. Isn't that worth a 200 mile drive to get here? Yeah. Now I'll tell you something. Bunch of lowlifes talking about when you show an invoice, I don't want nobody to pay my invoice. I pay my own bills. That I'm showing an invoice trying to get people to pay my bills. Y'all have a miserable life. Y'all are miserable people. I am so happy that I'm not you. Enough of that. But I can hear it running now. Smooth as silk. But I'm gonna go back up here to Cinder Hills. I'm gonna run this thing all day. Make positive that it's gonna run good. So I'll be able to handle the heat and run the rooftop AC when I go to Phoenix. But I think that makes the video. Y'all have fun? I had fun. Did you know that making videos for y'all is kind of like therapy for me? I enjoy it. feels good to talk and get my feelings out, my thoughts out, and share them with you. Y'all must enjoy it too, because y'all watch. But I'm going to end this little video right here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Hey, we'll see you again soon. You guys take care. I give God the glory for my life. Jesus Christ is my Savior. That's a wrap. Bye, y'all.